Guys, how to tag like a pro, I'm going to show you in this video. So let's get right into it without any further ado. So for example, I'm here right in my Pali folder. You can, next to one tag, you can search for one tag as I showed you in the previous video. Moreover, you can also look for two tags. For example, you could look for masculine nouns, and by the same token, you can look for neuter nouns, meaning you look for nouns which are both masculine and neuter nouns at the same time, and there are a few. So you look for the overlap. This is super cool. So if you have tagged them previously as such, here masculine and neuter noun, then you can find them super quickly. Moreover, if I just go to the Sanskrit folder, you can even extend it and go for 3 tags. Like, for example, you want to have something which is a masculine noun. You have, like you can see here, it's a huge search entry. Moreover, you just want to have something which is a PPP, a past passive participle. Then you still find a few. And then you can even go a step further, which are masculine nouns, which can also be PPPs, past passive participles, and which can also be proper names, such as the Buddha. And this is super cool because like 3 functions, 3 categories, you search the overlap of 3 categories. This is extremely powerful. Yet again, let's just go back to the Pali folder. Pali as well as Sanskrit, they have different verb classes. Pali has 7 or 8 and Sanskrit has 10. So even you can look for specific verb classes such as class 2. And you have all the examples right away, or even class 3. Zack. And again, you have all the verbs. So apart from class 3 verbs, there's nothing coming here. And you can even go one step further, go to search for verbs which are from class 3 as well as class 2 if you have previously tagged them in such a manner. So this overlap of these two classes, and with one hit you have them. Moreover, you can look for specific compounds. For example, Bahubhi compounds, which are exocentric compounds, meaning a person or thing possesses a quality, such as, like in English, there is the bird which is called redbreast. So the bird which possesses the redbreast, right? So here I check these compounds, and there are a gazillion of them, as you can see. And yeah, so Brahmana Jati, so of Brahmin birth and so on. Moreover, I can, in this section, I can check out whether they are Samanadikarana or Vyadikarana, meaning if they are from the same case relation or different case relation. So this would be Samanadikarana. And okay, this has even both. This can also have Vyadikarana. So this has Samanadikarana has the foundation of a Kamadarya, whereas Vyadikarana has the foundation of a Tapurisa or Tapurusha, which has different cases. And moreover, you can even go one more step further. You can check out Bahubihis or Bahuvrihis in Sanskrit. You can check out the different cases, for example, like Tatya, the instrumental one. Now here only Tatya, Samanadikarana, Tatya, Bahubihis will come. So one who has reached the goal, so one by whom. So by whom, this is instrumental, the true purpose has been attained, and so on. So this can be both here, Tatya as well as Chakti. Kinasava, this can be Tatya, Chakti as well as Satami, and so on. We can also go to another language, for example, in Tibetan. When Sanskrit literature or Pali literature was translated into Tibetan, then they oftentimes tried to preserve, or Buddhist literature was translated into Tibetan, they tried to preserve a similar grammatical structure. So much so that you can even look for these same compounds here, like Bahuvrihi compounds in Tibetan. Like you can check this out. Just here, this one, a very famous one, Dagni Chenpo. Now this would be in Sanskrit the Mahatman, so the one who has a big, well, how to say it, a big self, possessing a big self, also a very developed person, a very pure person, like who has a very noble constitution of the mind. So even in other languages, you can look for these specific structures or compounds if you have tagged them previously. Yet again, we can even go a step further and look for example constructions. These are very hard to come by because you read them maybe once in the book, or you might catch them once when your teacher expresses them or explains them in the class, but afterwards you are at loss when you try to read the text by yourself. So just for example here, x, y, rangpa, j. So make sure neither x nor y, or make the golden mean between x and y. So, and these constructions then go on and go on. So matse, ki, yang, not only, but also, and even expressions again. Shesha we, shepa, jepa, shepa, jea, make sure that you know. So expressions there, like different types of sayings or phrases which usually come in a language as well. Or dakni, daki, dike daki döpa. So the following I've heard, this is in Sanskrit evam maya shrutam, or in Pali evam me sutang. And this can also be done in different languages. Again, like in classical Chinese, we can go to constructions and zack, we find it right here. For example, x do way y, or x do in y, or x do ru y, or x do ru y. So x should be read like or as like y. So this is from commentarial literature, I believe. Yes, a commentarial literature. So there's quite difficult structure, or a little bit a structure. It's not so difficult, but a structure which doesn't come. You won't read it every day, so hence you are prone to forget it very quickly. X year y, so x means y, and so on and so on. Again, like we do the same thing here, maybe in classical Chinese as well. Expressions, zack. Ganwen, if I may ask, if I may dare to ask, or Wen Zheng, to lead the government. Wozu, Heke, wie wäre es tunlich möglich? So how would it be possible? So as you can see, sometimes I write in German because German is my mother tongue. So what this does, this tagging function, this extreme amount of tagging and this very specific search afterwards, you can answer your questions with, or in my case, I can answer my own grammatical questions to 99.5% of the time. And even if students ask me in class, usually they ask me, and in the middle of their question, I generally have already the answer. Not that I'm so super smart, no, and not that I can remember everything, no, I forget everything, basically. Maybe not everything, but I forget quite a lot, more than I wish to. However, I have a nice tagging function, so I can tag these things, and afterwards I can find them very quickly again. We can even go a step further. For example, within like Sanskrit, we have the Upapada Samasis. This is a specific type of compound. And within this one, we can even look for specific suffixes. So we have Sanskrit, one folder. Then we just look for the compounds. This is one thing. Then only for the Upapada Samasis, this is one type of compound. And even within the section, we go one step further, and we only look for Upapada Samasis which have this jna suffix. So we put jna here, zack. So we have here Shastra jna, knower of the Shastras, Tattva jna, knower of the essential truth, Dharma jna, knower of the law or the rightful duty, or knowing Dharma, Sarva jna, knower of everything, and so on. Or even like Alpa jna, knowing little. So such specific search I have not seen in any type of dictionary. anywhere in any electronic dictionary. We can do the same thing with prefixes. For example, in the Bahuvrihi section, like this exocentric compound, which I explained to you just before. For example, in English language, the redbreast, the bird having the redbreast, we go one step further. We only look for Bahuvrihi compounds which have the nis prefix. So here, due to internal sandhi, it will change. It changed here to nirmala, but I tagged it, or I in my vigraha, in my grammatical analysis, I put it apart. So we have here nismalo, yasya, zaha. And then we can do this game like endlessly. And I will always find it nishkaruna here, nishkaruna, niskaruna, nikriha, and so on and so on. Nirvyacha. No matter how it changed due to the internal sandhi, since I've been quite I've been quite anal about it. That's why in my vigraha, in my grammatical analysis, I will find the specific prefix, and then again I can afterwards I find it within a few seconds. Once one lecturer, one professor, he was explaining about a certain type of suffix, which is called the Tassilius suffix. I vaguely remembered, okay, this was, I think it had to do with the ablative adverb. So I just went to my ablative adverb section. And in here, I added just the tas, and just in the ablative, just in the adverb section, only the ablative adverbs come with which have this tassilia suffix, which has the suffix of tas. So here atas, ataha, istas, itas, tas, sorry, itas, tas, yatas, yataha, kutas, kutaha. So you can see sometimes I write the itas, it is written in the dictionary, and then I write it with visarga, because in the text you generally find it with visarga if it hasn't changed due to external sandhi afterwards. So again, and you have a very nice list with at least 50 examples. With this, you get a very quick overview of your own work, which you have put maybe a few hours in to compile. And afterwards, it gives you so much joy, so much motivation to find all your knowledge again. And it gives you so much encouragement also to go further, to study very effectively, to study very specifically, but also then it gives you the freedom to relax a bit and afterwards read quickly, because if you forget these types of things, which are painful to always remember, to have an active memory, you can afterwards look it up quickly. Guys, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. With this tagging function, you really tag like a pro, and I would argue you would even transcend mind and matter. I'm surprised you can even see me still. But any question and comments, leave them down below. And if you like this video, if you found this video helpful, then smash the like button. If you didn't like this video, smash the dislike button twice, just to be on the safe side. In either case, guys, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video when I put one out. All right, guys, I will see you soon.